Sawadee Hap, it's Tuesday, April 7th. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. The first coronavirus death in Phuket, shutdowns in Chalong, Kathu, and Srisoonthorn, all while Thailand announced the lowest daily number of coronavirus cases. Let's get started. 38 new confirmed cases for Thailand today, and while that's the lowest number of cases announced since March 17th, it begs the question, just how much COVID-19 testing is being done in this country? Today's 38 cases brings the total for Thailand to 2,258, with 824 total recovered. Bangkok has the highest number of cases with 1,205, followed by Nonthaburi and then Phuket, which announced 3 new cases today, bringing the total for Phuket to 126. Phuket has also announced their first death. It's a 25-year-old Hungarian tourist who had earlier withheld details of his visits to entertainment areas on the island, including Patong. The man had actually been admitted to Vashida Hospital on March 25 following a severe crash and was operated on for a snapped spinal nerve, a broken neck, and other injuries. After surgery, he was recovering well, doctors say, but on March 31st, he had a high fever and was tested. That's when he first admitted to staying in the Patong area for 2 weeks prior, and test results showed he was infected with coronavirus. He was taken to an isolated ward in the hospital with 108 medical staff who were in contact with him. They were asked to self-quarantine for 14 days. Early on Friday morning, April 3rd, he died. And doctors say they think his severe injuries from the crash were almost certainly the cause of death, but admit that coronavirus could have played a part in his death as well. The man's death was only reported for Phuket yesterday, and it comes just as officials announced today that the total death toll for Thailand is 27. Meanwhile, while Thailand has announced the lowest daily number of cases today with 38, they've also announced their testing data, saying that from January to April, 71,860 accumulated samples of COVID RT-PCR testing has taken place. RT-PCR means real-time polymerase chain reaction testing. And officials say that they are expanding capacity currently. Here in Phuket, health officials are said that they are extending testing for infections in the province, hoping to examine up to 3,000 people in high-risk groups. The Thai Health Promotion Foundation has funded a campaign that will at the moment focus on Banglo Road in Patong and eventually expand to the surrounding areas in Kathu and then further out. And they say right now, so far, 2,000 people in Phuket have been tested, with lab results taking about 24 hours according to them. Phuket has 2 field hospitals for infection cases. The first is at the yet-to-be-open Provincial Hall at the Convention Center there, which has 110 beds. The second location is the Phuket campus of Mo'o, Prince of Songkhla University, which will be ready for patients very soon, they say. The borders are closed, commercial flights are banned from entering Thailand, a nationwide nightly curfew is in effect, and people are being told to stay at home. Unless you're a foreigner who needs to go to the immigration office, and then you too can risk COVID-19. Thai officials have gone to great lengths to explain to the public that public gatherings should not be taking place right now. But for some reason, that does not include immigration offices nationwide. This was the scene in Samui. This was the scene in Pattaya. And this was Phuket town today. There's so many people who need to extend their visas in Phuket and have been stranded that immigration services have been set up also in Chalong Police Station and also at Chalong Police Station starting at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, although the Chalong Police Station one started very late today. While several neighboring countries have set up automatic visa extensions for foreigners stranded in their countries, Thailand has talked about it, but nothing has been implemented. And the result is scenes like today at immigration offices nationwide. We spoke to some people about their situations and their thoughts on what Thailand immigration is doing.
My stuff is laying in Bali, and I visited Phuket just for a couple days, weeks, visit my friends, and right now I'm stuck here. I can't leave Thailand. I can't go there because I need to make somehow visa for Bali, because I cannot enter it just with visa on arrival. Actually, I need to go back to Bali because I have my luggage there. And as you know, in Bali you can extend your visa, like it's extended automatically, you don't have to make anything. Here is just a huge queue of people sitting just less than a meter. I was here 1 week ago to extend for 7 days, and now I have to extend again for 15 days and then for 15 again. So I have to take the queue number, I have to go, then I go back, wait. Like if you want to stop this pandemic, just extend the visa, keep everybody at home. If you're closing the districts, like if you're closing each district here, you cannot leave people going around Phuket. Why do you let all these tourists sit in one place and spread it even more? Me, actually, I'm planning to extend the visa right now, and at some point just go to another country. It's fine, I guess. Thai government does a good job. They care about safety, so I think they're doing pretty good job, except immigration. So this is like, they doing the opposite. Like they're doing everything right except this.
Well, I'm here in immigration today because I'm here to help out some of our Filipino interns. They got stuck here in the island because the airline that they're supposed to go home to the Philippines with moved the date to April 24 and their visa finishes at April 7. So I'm here just to help them. Immigration is doing a great job. There's a lot of people here that are affected, and I just praise the frontliners, the one who are actually working still during this time of COVID-19 era. But you have to wait and be patient and just work together with the government, I suppose, so that the sooner this ends, the better for all of us. I think they're treating the foreigners and the expats and those who are living here to the best that they can. They look short-staffed in a way, so I think having more volunteers would actually be beneficial to the country. Thailand is a beautiful place, beautiful country to live in, and there's a lot of expats here, as well as tourists, as well as those visiting the country that are stuck. So I think we need more volunteers in this area.
Chalong, Kathu, and Srisoonthorn have been shut down by order of Phuket Governor Phakapongtavipat, which means that non-essential vehicles are banned from entering or exiting the main tourist and expat residential areas on the island. The orders were signed to help prevent the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus, and they came into effect at midnight last night for Chalong and Kathu, and today for Srisoonthorn, with people being asked to stay in their homes. The shutdown of Chalong, Kathu, and Srisoonthorn comes after similar orders for Rawai, Karon, and Patong, the epicenter of the outbreak here in Phuket. Still, in our tour of Chalong today and in Kathu, we didn't see any police checkpoints, but things could change. Meanwhile, the governor also ordered for everyone to wear face masks when out in public, and violators will be fined up to 20,000 baht. Unable to catch a flight back to their country, 3 Russian tourists had been sleeping in an open-air building next to the crematorium at Wat Mai Khao for more than a week, but now they've been moved to a resort at Nayang Beach, hoping that the Russian government can repatriate them. 23-year-old Sofia Sharova, 28-year-old Nikolai Sharov, and 30-year-old Alexei Galiev had become stranded in Phuket, and on March 25 began staying at the temple building in Wat Mai Khao. A village headman of the area, Winai Sayao, came to check on them after local villagers said they saw ghosts in the temple. After finding out that these ghosts were actually Russian tourists in need of help, he spoke to them and found out their flights were canceled. They were waiting for ticket refunds, and they'd been in constant contact with the Russian embassy, but had no money to pay for flights or any other accommodations. Mr. Winai continuously checked on the tourists since that day, reporting their situation to Phuket Tourist Police. All the while, local residents nearby would bring the Russians fruit and food, to which they expressed their deepest gratitude. Now, reports say that the owners of a resort in Nayang, they've offered to provide free accommodation and free meals until the Russian government would be able to send a plane to take them back home, whenever that takes place. 2 curfew breakers were killed last night in Surat Thani province, shot dead by the village headman who arrested them, and now he's claiming self-defense. The nightly nationwide curfew continues in Thailand from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., but reports say that at about 12:30 a.m. today, 2 men were arrested for leaving their homes despite the curfew. One was Pra Chonlatan, a monk and abbot of the local Kao Pela monastery. The other was a layman of the monastery. The man who arrested them, 55-year-old village headman or Kamnan, Manop Kopin, he had them detained in the back of a truck. But as other officials arrived on the scene near the monastery and were calling in the curfew violation to police, they heard gunshots and found that the village headman had shot them both while the other officials were on the phone at the front of the truck just nearby. During police interrogation, Manop said he saw the monk pulling out a pistol and that the other man had a knife, saying that's why he shot them. Police are investigating, and reports don't say whether police found the evidence on those two victims. That's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. Thanks again for watching as we do our best to get you the most useful information and up-to-date information during these trying times. Stay safe out there, stay clean, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.